Wholeness. This is the week ahead for 217, which is tomorrow, Monday, up to 223, which is next Sunday. My perspective, my experience. This is Heels numerology, which basically has to deal with vibrational sequencing, seeing which way the energy is flowing, and not just what you think you're seeing. So my perspective, my experience, resonance only. Learn energy from your own perspective. Learn energy, but in all things, make it make sense. So I did a write-up. It's posted on TikTok. It's actually pinned to the page. So 217-2025, connected to scarcity and control. If you take the numbers 217-2025, you can produce 5 twos. 5 of the same number in a row, a stuck sequencing, when you get to 5 of them in the same number, such as 5 twos, 5 of any number is a fatal connection. In the sense of 2 being a connection, this is a fatal connection. What are you connected to? Whatever you think you know, whatever you're allowing to go take place, whatever your end game is, whatever your fear is, whatever your love is, whatever you're connected to, when you got 5 of them in a row, you're stuck. And let your life tell your tale. That's kind of where a lot of people are. They're stuck on what they believe in, what they've invested in, and they won't see anything different. Why? Because you've already established a return on investment, a value for return on investment, and you won't back down from that return on investment, even if it's not what you're seeing. So tomorrow, 217-2025, is going to show where a lot of people are connected to scarcity and control. They're connected to this format that we exist in that says that you have to struggle to get stuff, and that there's certain people that can give it to you. That's not the way this planet was designed. This planet is a realm of abundance. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't embrace themselves as abundant, so then you get into systems of mastery. And that's why things are the way they are now. At some points in time, if you was, a historian, you could probably justify where, the people needed to be led a little bit different. But at current, nah. No, not my perspective. So 217-2025, where people are connected to scarcity and being controlled, it's because of the 22222. It's a fatal connection. Can't break the programming. Can't break the programming. This is the journey card in reverse. This is the chariot. It's a 7. 7 is self-awareness. I am moving carelessly. Why? Because I am not guiding myself. Last year I told y'all 2025 is the year of control. It's the year of guidance, but it's also the year of trickery. 7, in the sense of the chariot, represents your journey. If my journey ain't about me, then I'm moving carelessly. And if you're moving carelessly and you're on a journey and you're not at the lead of your journey and somebody else is taking your wheel, you're subject to go wherever they tell you to. You're already under control because you did not establish control for yourself. So right there, 217-2025 already shows where your journey is one based in carelessness. 218-2025, because I see they messing with my comments. So either somebody being a fanatic or they already on their shit. So 218-2025, connected to being emotionally controlled by unemotional controllers. Kind of goes into what I'm saying. If you won't do anything to make things better for yourself, but you keep telling yourself that there are other people who can do it for you, the minute that they no longer identify with you, or if they never identify with you, you're lying to yourself. Trying to get somebody who never knew struggle to try and show you a better way not to struggle, make it make sense. But again, 2222222, the 217 function, where you already fatally connected to what you think you know, you'll come up with some bullshit in your head. So on 218, people will come up with bullshit in their head, but also 218-2025 produces a 1010 source code, your core traumatic programming. At the base of what people do is a core trauma, and almost 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, it's fear. The fear that I can do something and I don't want to do it. The fear that I can't do something, so somebody has to do it for me. So 218, where people are connected to finding somebody to rule over them, it's because they're scared to rule over themselves. Bad judgment. I'd rather stay hidden. And this is a commonality thing. You see this in people all day long. I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want to be up front. I'd rather stay hidden and let things be done for me, so when something go wrong, you can't point the finger at me. Lack of accountability, lack of responsibility, and willing submission. So moving on to 2/19/2025. Connected to the cycles of control, because at the end of the day, when you're choosing between masters, you've already guaranteed to be a slave. If you're choosing over who's going to be the better leader for you, you are not willing to lead yourself. And then it goes back to what I was saying. If the leaders that you keep choosing are already disconnected from you, but yet you're trying to find a connection to them, you're already disconnected from yourself. So 219, where I keep giving my power to what's already controlling me, it also produces a 444. You're already trapped in the balance. 3 of the same number is a trap vibration. 3 4s, where 4 is balance, I am trapped in balance. Think of a typewriter. If you mash that A key and it keep on pushing out an A, you cannot successfully write a paper. If you keep writing down the number 4 and you're supposed to continue on your journey, but you stuck on 4, you cannot successfully complete your journey. So 219 will show where a lot of y'all cannot successfully complete your journey because you're too busy choosing between whoever you think gonna lead it. 35, the element of earth, the element of spirit. It's what you embrace. If I'm embracing the ideology that I'll be safe as long as I'm surrounded by who can keep me safe, if I'm surrounded by who I think can keep me safe, but there is no safety within myself, make it make sense. Make it make sense. 3 + 5, 8. 3, the thought that keeps on moving me. If the thought that keeps on moving me is one that will not let me find me, I'm running from myself. Take your time with that. So moving on to 2/20/2025. Reflecting bad judgment, even though what's controlling you is not even hidden. That's where you meet Mr. and Mrs. Will and Lee in Slave. When you're reflecting the bad judgment of what's controlling you, and you keep seeing what's controlling you and you're not happy with it, but yet you keep subscribing to it, at that point, the controlling forces don't even have the responsibility. It's those being controlled. If you know something is wrong, but you won't do something different to stop it, don't expect what and who is doing wrong to do something different. Make it make sense. So 2/20/2025, bad judgment. It's that shit you think you know. It's your alchemy, my knowledge, my magic, my illusions, my potential. Potentially, things gonna get better, but when and where? And why does it have to get better later and not now? Go back to that 5 2s. Some bullshit gonna come out your mouth on where you think that it is a justifiable timeline, divine timing, things gotta run their course. When things only run their course when people stay out of the way and let it keep on flowing. Sorry. So bad judgment right there because you keep connecting to what you've already been taught. But if most of the stuff you've been taught is only been taught to you by people that kept you under subjugation, you might want to unlearn that shit. 2/21/2025. You've been projected into a world loving being controlled. This realm loves being controlled. Again, as I said at the beginning, this realm has the abundance of everything you need and enough for everybody, but we get taught scarcity by the same people who have way too much, and then you believe it. Well, we don't have enough space. Oh, so-and-so just bought 95% of the farms. But wait a minute, we don't have enough space for this shit. Well, why they keep doing this? Why they keep doing that? Because you allowed it. Because you're easily programmed, and all they got to do is tell you something, or put it on TikTok, or put it on mass media, and you motherfuckers will line up. So 2/21, you keep getting projected into a world that says, give me your power, and then just go along for the show. 2/21/2025 also produces a 77, which you'll hear me call the master spiritualist or the master illusionist, aka a bunch of delusional motherfuckers. Remember at the beginning, 7 showed that you was already on a careless journey. Now we got 2 7s. It's careless for you to go in either direction. If you are choosing who's going to guide you, you already lost the guidance within yourself. So on 221, where this world just says we keep manifesting this system of control, this amount of scarcity, this amount of turmoil, this amount of ignorance, because we keep ignoring our duty to do something for ourselves. So 221, too busy being distracted. This is the siren. This is the sea hag. This is the queen of waters, the influence over what I'm creating in my mind, the influence over my emotions. Whoever can control you emotionally will control you in every other aspect. Whoever can control your emotions got all your energy. The sea hag or the siren, that's the voice in the head. Again, go to Wakanda Forever or any other damn good classic like the Iliad, the Odyssey. When the siren sings, people lose their mind and they'll motherfuckers will jump to their death. If the siren is singing a song in your head, it is only one to keep you distracted. Should you be listening to that voice? A lot of you gonna nod your head yes. Why? Because of that fear of doing something different or that fear of taking control of yourself is already a bit too much. So you're already distracted. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. On to 222. 22, the spiritual journey. 222, 2025. You already know people going to be like, well, on 222, it's a portal. Every day is a fucking portal. Vibrationally, when numbers line up, the portal gets bigger because there's a better influx of energy. Why? Because it's matching resonances. 222, 2025 is no bigger of a portal than other ones, except for the mental energy people going to keep investing in it. Creation points. So 222, 2025, you're going to basically, like I put on here, it's a mini portal, but so is every day on many levels. Shake my head. You're connected to building the control. The system around here runs off your energy. So what happens if you stop giving your energy to that which is still in yours? What's up, Pink? Answer the question. What happens if somebody is stealing your energy and you stop showing up to give it? Here's potentially what could happen. I can't make this shit up. That distraction that was already the voice in your head now becomes the motivation to do something different. Holy shit. 2 + 8, where I'm connected to the struggle, is going to show where, holy shit, the struggle is connected to me. It's only stealing my energy. So now the distraction that was stealing from me ended up being me stealing from myself. Apply that to your lower level relationships, where you get in a relationship with somebody and that motherfucker ain't nothing but a user, a narcissist, or a victim, whichever one you want to call it. And then you realize, holy shit, why am I wasting my time? It ain't them. It was you. The minute that you realize whoever you keep giving your energy to is not on your level is the moment you should realize you ain't on your level too. Oops. Sorry. The minute you realize that you've been getting played is the moment you should realize I've been playing myself. I can't do a goddamn thing to them or with them or for them because I've already been proven to be harmful and distracted within myself. I ain't been listening to my voices, or I've been listening to the wrong voice in my head if you want to go there. So you just drew the 10-10 function. Remember I told you back on 218 where you're connected to your emotions? Right here on 222 where you are building the spiritual journey? Wholeness. You are building the spiritual journey. How am I building the spiritual journey? Based off of my emotions. And my emotions is anything that gets my energy to moving. This ain't just your simple basic lower level concepts that y'all get stuck on she made me angry or she made me feel loved. No, this is energetically anything that gets you to invest is your emotions. So back on 218, which is Tuesday, significantly what emotionally is going to keep moving you on Tuesday will be what tears you up on Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday rather. On Saturday on 222. Whatever happens on Tuesday, just do me a favor. Pay attention to what happens on Tuesday in your own personal life or even in the collective bullshit. And see how it plays out on Saturday, that mini portal, 222. Because again, as I told you, every day is a portal. And yes, 222 is a vibrational alignment, but it's not complete. if it was 222 yeah. But there's interrupters in the sequence. 222, 202, 5. So it's dip points, if you understood energy. Not gonna give you that class. So on 222, that mini portal gonna show where you keep building shit, and it's gonna be based off of your traumas. Here's that 1010 that's gonna come back out again. You don't see yourself as enough. You understand that? This was the star card. You keep starring in the scarcity. But look, 1 and 7. Remember, we started with the journey backwards. Potentially, your journey is steeped in carelessness. So if my journey is steeped in carelessness, at the core, everything I do is going to represent that. Now, if my journey is steeped in carelessness and 1 plus 7 is 8, I'm already distracted. What am I distracted by? Those 2 8s. The options. I can do this, I can do that. That's called perspective. The perspective of what things are in this realm is what's getting everybody messed up. And I'm sorry if you have not made it to that level of experience yet. The fact that what I see can be looked at different by what you see, and then we both can be right while righteously being wrong, but still standing on what we think we know. That's why there's no fucking cohesion. That is a confusion spell. That is your veritable allegorical bullshit y'all call the damn Tower of Babel. Motherfuckers out here babbling about what they think they know, and ain't nothing popped up different. So if the shit that I think I know based off of the trauma of not seeing enough is not showing me different, should I keep knowing that shit? Or should I keep starring in my own separation? Some of you gonna star in your own separation because to you, separation ain't a bad thing at all. Really. Why? 223. 223, 2025. I'm connected to passionately fighting to being controlled. If somebody teaches me something that I should not know, but yet all I do is keep running around spewing that as doctrine, is that not self-sabotage, and is that not narcissism and gaslighting and basically overseeing? If somebody teaches me something that I now realize was harmful to me, but then I get out here and teach it to everybody else, I'm no better than that motherfucker that taught it to me. But some of y'all can't see that because, holy shit, 23, passion. It's my fires. It's my divine right to keep doing wrong until it becomes right. That's called the definition of insanity, children. When you keep doing something and it keeps producing the same fucking results. Hi, I'm going to drop this. One of these times I'm going to drop it and it's going to fly away. And you can't tell me to stop. That's how some of y'all operate. Obviously, the motherfucker's not going to fly away unless a damn storm comes blowing through here. Ain't going to happen. So I'm just going to keep here sitting here doing the same, wasting my fucking energy. Stuck in a cycle. Waiting on change. But won't be the motherfucker to realize, shit, time for me to change the way I think. That's wasting my fucking energy. But that's hard. Why? Because that demands that your ego is going to have to take a hit. And for some of y'all, I'd be goddamn if my ego take a hit. That's what some of y'all say. Duh, for real. Woo! What that young spirit there said is like voting in the system that has everyone going in circles by design. So if the system is designed for you to vote to go in circles and then you get mad when you go in circles and still end up a square, make it make sense. Starring in your own scarcity. Why? Because I've given all my potential to what I think is going to show me me. Motherfucker, look in the mirror. You want to see you? Go look in the mirror. You don't like what you see? Be the change. Ups, connected to passionately fighting to be in control because fear has found so many lacking that they need to be saved. Remember I told you last year, the dirty word for this year is need. Need, necessity, control, scarcity, and fear, which already constitutes greed. Those are your catchwords for 2025, and we're only 2 months in. You ain't seen shit yet. The need is going to become real. So, because fear has found the many lacking so that they need to be saved as they will never try to save themselves. 2/23/2025 produces the 88. In my number system, 88 is what we call the gatekeepers. It is the traumatic memory points that will fight for you to stay stuck in struggle. Holy shit. There's one 88, 2 8s. There's another 88, another 2 8s. And then there's that broken 8 that is acting as 1. You understand that? I got 2 8s. If I got 2 traumas and they get together and double up on my ass, it's no longer 2 traumas. It's 1 trauma. Some of y'all got lost on that one. If who is already got me under control and this other motherfucker that had me under control, if they start working together while presenting themselves as a part, my dumb ass don't stand a chance. Because I'm too busy looking over there thinking they doing it and thinking that motherfucker gonna save me, and they both fucking me. Which means I'm being fucked 3 times because I'm fucking myself. This is so much bigger than politics. But art imitates life, motherfucker. So 223, where you keep on starring and not seeing enough and you passionate about waiting on that shit to show you something different, it can't show you nothing different. It's already showed you. You still the same. Timelessly pulled apart. 3 and 1, you are the reflection of death. Death is 13. 31 is its reflection. 13, death, is where I give all my potential to what I'm thinking. The reflection of death is when that thought tells you what your potential can do. That's mastery. When what I'm thinking has already told me what I can do, I'm already enslaved. Instead of potentially, I can think whatever I want to and I can activate myself and make it. That's a manifester. That's a God. Non-gender specific, that is a generator, operator, and a destroyer. Only let's take that destroyer out because it scares some of y'all. That's a disseminator. G-O-D. I'm going to generate it, and I'm going to operate it, and I'm going to disseminate the energy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of gods on this app. You're generating shit that has already been given to you to keep you stuck in cycles, and you're operating through the shit given to you to stay stuck in cycles, and you're disseminating the shit that has you stuck in cycles so that you get others stuck in cycles too. Holy shit, gatekeepers. Traumatic memory points. Taught something that did not show you what you want to see, but you can see where it potentially can happen, so you stay stuck in it, and you want everybody else to be stuck with you too. Fucking colonizers, overseers, gatekeepers. Yeah. I wish I could even go that far to say parrot gods. I get it though, and I like that. It's so much worse though. So timelessly pulled apart. This is the queen of earth. The influence, not here, the influence over what I believe. The element of earth, traditions, belief. But here's the catch. The element of earth is where you are grounded. And this is not, I'm not haringe grounded. This is, you shorted out. You don't even own your own power. You don't even own your own power, but you're going to get your power from what you already gave your power, because what you gave your power is supposed to give it back to you. Motherfucker, why don't you just keep your power? Because I gotta, shh. Timelessly pulling yourself apart because you don't understand energy. You don't understand energy. Time. T-I-M-E. This is my energy. Nothing gets created unless I invest in it, whether that is on the individual or collective level. Unfortunately, one person can say, I'm no longer investing in it, and 9 billion other fools can keep on doing it. That one don't make a fucking difference. You understand that? Constructive energy, the magical spears, if you want to have that fucking class. Alchemy 101, when some of y'all are still on Alchemy 0. Oh, I digress. So 223 will show where 3 + 1, 4. You still stuck. You still stuck. And hi, I was just there yesterday. On my cards, this is that angel oak I was at yesterday. And if you watch that video like I was saying yesterday, that tree has branched out and grown so aggressively, so fast, that it now has to have support beams to hold it up. If your growth is contingent upon somebody else, you're in a collective. If your growth is contingent upon somebody else's growth, you're in a collective. You are not an individual. You have not found your way out of the God box. What's the God box? I'm here being generated and operated through my own dissemination of energy, which means it's my decimation and destruction. You still caught in that trap. You have not met yourself as source. So here's your God box. You are already in the movement of abuse. You are the Hierophant. Holy shit, the Archangel of Earth. Uriel, the Archangel of Earth. You are stuck and you are manipulated into cycles of abuse. Remember earlier I told you you're manifesting a realm based off of scarcity because you get tricked into thinking that abundance is coming. You're right. It wasn't a lie. Abundance comes from within. But if you abundantly give your energy into a system that has only manifested your scarcity, you tricked yourself. You abusing yourself. And the only lesson you learning is abuse. What's up, D? So your God box only shows where you are manipulated into manifesting your own cycles of abuse. Vote! Sorry. But what happens when you're source? Man, I've been voting for my own goddamn destruction. Which means, holy shit, I'm sick. I didn't have accountability to myself and I wasn't being responsible to myself. What the fuck wrong with me? See, this is the first conversation is, what the fuck wrong with me that I keep doing this damn same ass dumbass dance and don't get no different results? See, here's the point of accountability. Before you become source, you got to understand what source is thinking. Was my free will to trick myself? Holy shit, I am source. I am the zero. I am the fool. I can fool myself into joining you others, or I can fool myself into sitting still and seeing something different. So that's the choice. That's that dangerous ass perspective I told you earlier. I can become the chicken or I can become the egg, but in either case, I don't have to cross the road. It's my choice. Eshu. Alegua for some of y'all. I can become the first issue by becoming the first Eshu. The trickster. I can trick myself. Why? It's my free will. The biggest trick that you motherfuckers ain't learned to get out of yet. Why? Because you're still in the God box. But how I get out of the God box? Realize it was me to put myself in there. Holy shit, I crossed the road from source, this next card, into fooling myself, into worshiping my own separation. I won't go there. So here is you after you take accountability of where your free will done got you fucked up, but you was the source of the motherfucking infection. You was the source of the infection. I went out here on this careless journey trying to find a 7, and holy shit, there ended up 2 of them. Now there's 2 7s. The Leviathan spell, the Uraeus, the Ophiucan snake. And man wrestled with knowledge, and knowledge won. But if there was no knowledge before man got into the fucking ring, was not man wrestling with himself? It's me versus me. If there was nothing to know except for yourself, but then you create something to go through, did you not dominate and enslave yourself in one move? The source trick is trying to establish dominance over who I am by using my free will to trick myself into becoming my own fucking abuser and timelessly pulling me apart. And now I'm timelessly pulled apart trying to find more in my own scarcity. That it has, no, I'll go this way. That it has been a motivation to keep listening to the voices that have me distracted because I think I know. And now I keep embracing everything that was placed here to hide me from me and keep me on a careless journey. So if I'm on a careless journey, might want to sit my punk ass down and be still. 217 to 223, you might want to sit your punk ass down and be still. But let your life tell your tale. Wholeness.